have jettisoned it? Could you please follow the track of the bundle with your cameras? Yeah. Is the audience ready for this spectacle? Yes, of course. Everyone is watching it. Well, if the audience is there for the show, of course, we will oblige them. We are receiving, also, there is also the broadcast right now on NASA channel and other channels. So you can actually wave your hand and send a greeting to your loved ones. Yes, so that's what we are doing. We will probably be finished very late today, and we won't be able to call. It will be too late. And, our loved ones probably won't believe that we were working all this time. Well, we will send your family members the reference to the broadcasting.
Нет, Oleg, Denis, вы незаменимы, видно.
You cannot tell on the video who is who, actually, when we are in spacesuits. Now, Oleg, don't worry about that. All right, I think this small bundle is secured to the big one very nicely. It's like sewing process. That's what we are doing while we're attaching it. So which hook will be here, will be removed from here? Okay, so only one, the one that you have. Look at this job. I think we've done a beautiful job. I agree. Unintelligible. Okay, is this one or that one? That one probably will be the best option. And that one we will keep. Yes. All right. Of course, we cannot use the American tether for securing it. All right. So this one is being removed. Okay. So we are at the sunset, at the sunrise right now. The sun is coming out. This wire tie is cannot hold it. So only here some spot is left on top. Yes. Now, please inspect it carefully that everything is under control. Well, this lower ring should be tucked in. Okay, so there is a ring there. Okay, give it to me. Okay, here you go. And can you see it from the other side? You can actually secure it to anyone that you can see there. The wire tie is so good. It's a shame to throw it away. Maybe we can keep it as a cherished memory or something. Guys, don't worry about that. We will give you another one, brand new. The guy who invented this wire tie, he's a hero. So a lot of people were involved in that, I'm sure. Okay, Dennis, can you extend this one? Yes, that's great. Thank you. So we need to form the bundle from that side. You know, we can use this white eye that I'm holding here. Yes, that's exactly what I want to do. Okay, let's pull it up a little bit. You know, you can move a little bit closer to me here. It will be more convenient to pull it up. That's it. Are you holding it? Stand by. Here you go. I think I should reattach the tether here. Yeah, there is antenna there. Be careful. Yes, thank you. Okay. Guys, if you're tired, take a break. I need to reattach the tether here. You can take a breather for a couple of minutes, guys. How are you feeling, by the way? You know, like we have just woken up and we are ready for the world. Okay, still, guys, take a breather for a couple of minutes. The most important thing, you know, that Sergei doesn't open the window to have a look at the bundle and at us. Guys, so take a break. And Sergei will call you so that we can make sure that you can hear each other, all three of you. Yes, of course, we need to double check it. It will be very useful. So, guys, so wait for Sergei to call you and take a rest. All right. Okay, let's finish this business with the bundle. You know, I cannot hear Sergei. Actually, he wouldn't talk to us for some reason. Okay, right now there is no snag at anything, so it's good now, I think.
1 hour, 40 minutes into today's spacewalk, Oleg Artemyev and Denis Matveev have rolled up thermal blankets into a bundle that they plan to jettison a short time from now. They've been working also to release the first of a number of launch locks holding the European robotic arm in place on the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module.
Very good now. We copy you loud and clear. Actually, I not only can hear you, but I can see you also very clearly. Well, we can wave our feet at you. You know, our best wishes to you, Sergei. Can you see what kind of a bundle we have concocted here? So I wonder how you will jettison this. And I will watch it, actually. You know, probably you will be there for 2 hours looking at us.
Олег, Денис, давайте уже будем приступать, готовиться к отталкиванию.
Oleg, Denis, let's get ready for the jettisoning of the bundle. So, 20 minutes unintelligible. Okay, stand by one, stand by one. Or it's kind of moving here. So just a little bit more and we will finish it. That's a different matter at all. And Oleg, that's enough. That's sufficient. Oleg, is it secured? Yes, I can cut the last strap. Go ahead and cut it. Okay. Let me retrieve the cutter. Okay, so that's maybe I should pull it up a little bit. Stand by one. It is cut. It is done. Okay, so nothing is holding it. No, just the tether that it is secured to. All right. So it's actually a nice bundle, nice and cozy. You don't want to put anything here, Sergei. Please be careful with the cutter. Yes, I'm putting it back very carefully. Great. Now we need to understand the direction of the jettisoning. Okay. So we need to position it so that it is...
Standing by for the jettisoning of the thermal blanket bundle. You just saw the view from Denis Matveev's helmet camera just a moment ago. Now the reverse view from Artemyev's helmet camera.
Maybe you can push it in that direction towards the horizon, guys, towards the horizon. You mean in that direction, right? So where the batteries are directed to, where the arrays are looking at? Along the solar arrays. Oleg, that's the vector. It's actually the opposite direction of the velocity vector. Okay, so if you just move, push it along the solar arrays, I think it will be fine. I can hold your feet, actually. So you see, the Earth is just moving in that direction. So I'm holding your feet, Oleg, and I am disconnecting. So I don't think we should jettison it towards the arrays. No, Sergei and everybody else will be not happy about it. Okay, so please forget about solar arrays. All right, now. So in that direction, Denis, so is it correct? Yes. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So it rotates a little bit. So the center of mass of gravity. All right, so it's the training drill before the satellite jettisoning. Okay. Now I am holding it. Okay. Sergey, do you give me a go to jettison the bundle? Yes, Oleg, it's a go. 3, 2, 1. Go towards the horizon.
And at 11:45 a.m. Central Time, this bundle of thermal blankets has been jettisoned by Oleg Artemyev.
You know, it is moving quite nicely. What about Kapu? Did you connect it to the bundle? No. You want to carry it around, the Kapu tool carrier? No, I watched, I looked at you and I didn't see the Kapu tool carrier on you, Denis.
Олег, Денис, отлично.
Oleg, Denis, great. So it was a good jettisoning. Now you will have to do go to the electronic boxes and unintelligible. All right. So reflectors now. For which reflector will you take picture of? Yes, these two, and then we will go out in our different ways and do something else. All right. Now I'm retrieving my camera now. Yes, it is a little bit lower there. Yes, that's right. This is it. I am switching on my...
With the jettisoning of the bundle of thermal blankets out of the way, the two cosmonauts, Artemyev and Matveev, now will take photos of solar reflectors that exist along the side of electronic units that assist in the operation of the two end effectors on the European robotic arm. This will be the precursor to the actual detachment of the first of two end effectors, end effector number 2, from a grapple point on the Naoka Multipurpose Laboratory Module.
Look at me. This is Denis on my camera. And this is a reflector. That's it. So did you take picture of your reflector? Yes, that one that's on top. Okay, so I actually took picture of 2 and I took a picture of 1. This is Oleg talking. Now I have to deactivate the camera. Have you switched it off? Yes, I switched mine off. I can hold it. I'm trying. Okay, now what should we do next? We'll also take pictures shooting the next stage. Okay. So we will also have to go to the end effectors. So you are going in that direction and I am going in the opposite one. And I thought we were going, both of you will release the locks. I thought we would go in one direction together. Sergei probably cannot hear us, or he would have told us long ago what to do. Oleg, Denis, can you copy? Do you copy me? Yes, we do. And did you copy me before? No, we did not. All right, so there was kind of a issue with comms. Okay, so the handrail 4520 for you, that's when I am translating to. All right, reattach your tether here, okay? Oleg, once you are at the handrail 4577, please prepare your wrench, SKM wrench. Yes, I am next to the lock now, so let us make sure that it is exactly the lock that I need to release. Unintelligible. I'm preparing and retrieving the wrench, but don't do anything until you get a go, okay? Okay, Denis, once you are at the handrail 4520, could you please report it that you're there? Denis, after you're done with the STT launch grapple fixture, you will go to the handrail 4200. So please prepare your tethers to secure them to this handrail. And right now, could you please take a rest? And after that, you take a rest. And Oleg, once you have prepared your tool for work, report it to me. Okay? Will do. Oleg, don't do it yet. I'm doing nothing. I'm just, I have prepared it. This is the most hard part of the task. Oleg, so please take a break. So once we receive a go from the ground, Denis, you will have to move to back off STT launch grapple fixture from KE to end effector. Okay. Take a break. Yes, of course, we are taking a break. Sergei, how we are as to the schedule? Exactly to the schedule. You are on time. Sergey, it is actually thanks to you that we have so good and detailed cyclogram. All right, so far so good, Oleg. All right, I understand. We can actually, speed it up a little bit. Right now, you take a break, guys. Okay.
Я только сейчас увидел вот этот такой здоровенный этот Икарус. Да, от которого вот с Прокопьевым мы сказали, смотри, он здоровенный. Я видел. Как тебе такая. Это как циклон, который мы откинули.
Yeah, so have you seen that huge thing?
Так, давайте мы...
Like a bus, yes. All right, let us check it. Let us check the tools and bags that we have here. Yeah, so it will be very useful inspection. Sergey, at what step we are at the cyclogram? Step 13, 1-3, only 13. Okay.
Это у нас переход от подготовки, включая СКМ. Ага.
Okay, so it is SKM activity. And so how long are we outside? 1 hour 58 minutes is the EVA elapsed time. Okay, so we are lagging 5 minutes actually. We're 5 minutes behind. Well, maybe we should cut off on the brakes? No. You should take brakes as prescribed. All right, now please get ready for the task. We are ready. Oleg, what about the indicators on the tool? Are they aligned? Yes, they should actually be directed towards each other, correct? Yes, that's correct. All right. Now, guys, tell us how you're feeling. Well, actually, it's our mood is celebratory. It's a great mood. We are feeling great, and the weather actually is absolutely fantastic. No clouds on the horizon. In 6 minutes, you will have the sunset. All right, thank you for that.
Wow, this is really big, right?
Смотри, сколько этой... Да. Когда пойдешь на 4 просто ведущий, посмотри, примерно смоделируй трассу.
So when you start translating there, make sure that you check it out and adjust as necessary. Okay. Let me turn around.
Ну ладно. Сейчас осталось.
We're gonna fix it now. What connector is it? This is the connector that's routed from the camera. Yes, 427-TK. This is name of this connector. TV guide is inaudible. Yes, I guess this is for the airlock camera, I guess. It would be great to cap it, or is there a cap already? Oh, I see. So are we going to remove this camera as well? Well, let's study the timeline for now. So we're at step 13 now. We have completed the translation. And now we're standing by for the back-off command for ST. Yes. So you're going to be dealing with the ST, and I will open the lock. And the handrail, inaudible, yes, there it is. And I'm supposed to translate to handrail 4533. Can you see that? Is it this one? Yes, there it is. It's a long walk over there. Indeed. What we're going to do, should we translate there right away? Well, in that case, we are not going to be working through the timeline. So we've been translating for a while, but there it is right underneath us. Well, not quite. I guess we could tap on it. Yes, I'm here.
This is Mission Control Houston, 2 hours, 6 minutes into today's spacewalk. Oleg Artemyev and Denis Matveev continue work with the European Robotic Arm. You can see it right there in this view from a camera mounted in a window in the Zvezda service module.
There it is, yes. That's the one.
Thermal blankets and a number of launch locks holding the arm's end effectors in place have been removed. Those thermal blankets were jettisoned by Artemyev a short time ago. The jettison maneuver was done retrograde to the direction of travel of the International Space Station. That bundle of blankets will burn up in the Earth's atmosphere.
Stand by.
After taking photos of solar reflectors near the end effectors, these are the two hands, if you will, of the 37-foot-long European robotic arm that is mounted in its launch position on the side of the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module. Inside the International Space Station, at a workstation, Sergei Korsakov is running through the initial procedures to send commands to a command panel that was mounted on the outside of the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module by Artemyev and Matveev 10 days ago during their last spacewalk, the first in a series of spacewalks to begin the outfitting and activation of the robotic arm. The commands that Korsakov is in the process of beginning procedures to send to the arm itself through the control panel will detach the end effector number 2 from a grapple point on Naoka. It will back off from that grapple point just a short distance in an initial test of its ability to be commanded and for the cosmonauts to observe its motion.
Вот это американские причины, да?
What about this one?
Про светильники. Ну ты включил, и они горят. Да.
Is it the USOS inaudible? Yes.
А у меня не горят, да?
And the it is not illuminated, right?
Сейчас вроде горели. Нет, американские я не включил. Не дотягиваю. Не, а по-моему, ну-ка выключи наш. Не, а по-моему, ну-ка выключи наш.
I guess they're just turned off.
А, наши выключили? Ну да, я посмотрю.
Our equipment is turned off? Well, mine is on. Okay.
Потом вместе пойдемте и выключим.
So we're going to turn it off later then.
Попробуем.
We'll give it a try. When you were releasing the launch locks, so you're saying that the detent was sticking out, and then in the end, when you were done, it was already sunk in? Yes, it was sticking out by about centimeter first, and then in the end, it was less than a millimeter.
Хорошо, сейчас.
Okay. Okay, we'll do now.
До черной метки.
2 black lines.
Постарайся туда максимально сколько влезет. Хорошо.
And
Надавить, да?
do your best. Should I push them?
Да, надавить, сколько влезет туда.
Yes, just push it all the way in as much as you can.
Так, все. Ближе тогда.
Okay, stand by. Should I tap on it? Oh, did you push it all the way in? Well, I didn't tap on it, but I can do that if you'd like. No, Oleg, do not tap on it. Just try to push it in as much as you can. So away the tool, and you can move away now. Okay, I have moved away. And if possible, could you please take a photograph of the interface? All right. Do you want me to do it now? Because the hatch tool is already retrieved. It's right here, the tool. Please throw away ERA 3 tool. It is stowed away. And please photograph the interface where you install the ERA3 tool and also the grapple mechanism. Okay. Okay, so do I have to remove the SKM tool then? No, just keep it as is, because I don't think that is going to let you take photographs. Well, I can do it right now, because if I pull on it, then the lock is going to be released. Okay, Oleg, no need to do anything, or I have to take photographs. I'll just take a break now, and while waiting the checkout. How are you feeling? This is Denis. Feeling well? How about you, Oleg? Have you been able to recover? Yes, and we are ready to rotate the tools.
Должна произвестись отстыковка концевого сектора от СТТ.
Okay, stand by for the other activities to be completed, including the disconnection of the sector from the STT.
Денис, у меня зажглись?
This is my equipment illuminated. The one on the left is on. Okay. I mean, there are lights there on that side as well, so on both sides. So the one on the left, you were saying is on? Yes, okay.
Ключ ERA3 можешь уже убрать, он тебе...
And you can go ahead and stow away ERA3 tool. You do not need it anymore.
нам надо посильнее вдавить, чтобы он вообще не торчал.
Should we push it in all the way, even more, to make sure that it does not protrude at all? Well, I tried doing that, and it just wouldn't go in any further.
Олег, Денис, пока отдыхаем.
Oleg, Denis, take a break now. Okay.
This is Mission Control Houston, 2 hours, 17 minutes into today's spacewalk. Oleg Artemyev and Denis Matveev are working their way through a number of procedures in an intricate spacewalk designed to allow the European robotic arm that is mounted on the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module to make its first tentative steps away from its moorings. The two cosmonauts removed thermal covers from the end effectors, the two hands, on the two limbs of the European robotic arm. This is very much like the Canadarm2 robotic arm on the U.S. segment of the International Space Station. The end effectors used to grapple objects, whether they be payloads or vehicles. We're now standing by for Sergei Korsakov, who is the intravehicular crew member working from a control panel inside the multipurpose laboratory module, Naoka, to send the commands that will enable one of the two end effectors to detach itself from a grapple point on Naoka.
Олег, Денис, как меня слышите?
Oleg, Denis, how do you read me?
Отлично.
Excellent.
У нас тут небольшое совещание.
Какие новости?
Do you have any updates for us?
Я думаю, что это надо со всех сторон это как бы расфиксировать, тогда все будет работать.
So I guess once we release it all from all the sides, it will be operational.
Или мы не туда ткнули? Ну, нет, он только один.
Or did we insert in the wrong place? No, there's only one place, one tool.
Да, хорошо, что теплые носочки одели.
It's a good thing we have socks on.
У меня там место еще есть, пару таких одеть.
And I still have a couple pairs left.
Перезагрузи свои камеры.
Oleg, please reboot your cameras.
Хорошо.
Okay.
Включил хеку.
Hacker is on.
Желтую, да? Перезагрузил.
Reboot is completed.
Олег, ожидаем картинки.
Copy, Oleg, and we're standing by to get the video from your camera.
Может, еще где-нибудь надо что-то нажать.
So, do I have to press on something else somewhere?
Да сколько еще кислорода?
298.
What's your oxygen rating? How much do you have left? 278.
Напряжение сколько?
What about voltage?
Да.
Oleg, yes, go ahead.
Давай еще раз ключом Гера 3
Oleg,
в интерфейс.
let's try again using the ERA 3 tool and insert it into the lock.
Устанавливай этот ключ и попробуй приложить
Install the tool
усилия.
and try applying more force.
Как понял меня?
Oleg, did you copy?
Да. По команде готов.
Yes. On your go, I will insert the tool and try to apply more force. Yes, go ahead and install it, Oleg.
Установил.
It's done.
И старайся как-то прям вот посильнее туда вдавить его.
And try to push it in even more with more force.
По-моему, что-то туда вдавилось.
I think I got it.
Чуть-чуть хорошо, пошел еще.
I think it's moving well now.
Все.
That's it.
Все. Да, давай я буду. Ну, он такой же.
Okay, let me do it. I guess it's the same one.
Давай я тебя буду держать.
Okay, I will be holding you.
Давай.
Yes, go ahead.
Ну, там ничего не поменялось, то есть он как зашел.
Well, still the same, nothing changed. It's
Вот мы и туда тыкаем.
in the same configuration. Is it possible that we're inserting it in the wrong lock?
Ну, это РМ. Ну, да.
And on the other side it says not well.
Убирай ключ.
Okay, Oleg, stow away the tool.
Ничего не делайте, отходите в сторону.
Stand down for now.
Отдыхайте пару
You
минут.
can take a break now. You can rest for a couple of minutes. Sergey, are you getting the video from my camera?
Пожалуйста, еще раз.
Dennis, say again.
Камеры видно? Вот с моей камеры.
Are you getting the video from my camera? This is Denis. Yes, I can see you. Yes, I can see you both. Wow.
Отвертка.
Я вижу этот шток.
Yes, I see the detent,
С моей камеры.
but it's hard to see what configured is in because of the glare.
Чуть поближе.
How about now? Can you move closer?
Да.
Okay.
Так вот.
Свечивается.
Excellent.
Пониже, чуть пониже.
Lower, a bit lower.
Если один светильник выключить.
And you can turn off one of the lights.
Ну, это только Олег, если сможет. Давай.
Well, that's up to Oleg if he can do that. Is it off? Do I have to turn it off? Yes. Can you turn it off?
Олег, Денис, отходите от концевого сектора, сейчас будет команда выдаваться.
Oleg, Denis, please move away from the end effector because the command is about to go through.
Ты на СТТ,
Okay, copy.
на поручень 4577.
And Oleg, you're at handrail 4577. Yes, we're clear now. And this is Denis. I'm also clear from the end effector. Copy. And the hooks are secured.
This is Mission Control Houston. 2.5 hours into today's spacewalk, Oleg Artemyev is continuing work with his tools to release launch locks, holding the two European robotic arm end effectors in place on the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module. Sergei Korsakov, the third of the three cosmonauts on the Expedition 67 crew, is working inside Naoka, the multipurpose laboratory module, at a control panel, standing by for Artemyev to complete the release of the launch locks before he sends commands that would detach end effector number 2, one of the two end effectors or hands on the European robotic arm, from its grapple point on Naoka.
To Oleg from the airbag.
Головорот, хорошо. Так.
Денис, секунду, подожди пока.
Stand by 1 second. standing by.
Где-то поблизости.
So keep it close somewhere at the ready, and you need to pull it out as when you can. Okay, stand by for 1 minute. Okay, waiting it. Stay waiting.
Будь наготове.
Okay, getting ready.
По выходу из тени 8 минут.
We have 8 minutes until the end of the eclipse.
Хорошо.
Okay, copy.
Стали?
Что?
Could you repeat your last?
Не устали?
Are you tired?
Он спросил?
Did you ask us something?
Да нет,
No, we're not. Just the opposite.
Сергей, а там вот напротив телефона
Sergey, across the handrail, there is
отверстие.
another opening that where TRM is also released and captured. Do we need to insert it into that opening as well? No, just into the TRM itself.
Вот, на который ты смотришь,
The one you're looking at,
вот туда мы тоже...
that's we're going to install Area 3 on there.
Сейчас сразу сделать?
Maybe we can do it right away?
Нет, Олег, сейчас...
No, Oleg, don't do anything right now.
Нет, Олег, сейчас не надо ничего делать.
Ну хорошо.
Денис, передавай Олегу ключ.
Denis, give Oleg the Area 1, 2, the brace for drills.
Нам не надо. СКМ снять.
We need to remove SKM over there.
Олег, сними СКМ, чтобы...
Yes, remove SKM so it doesn't get in the way. And take the Area 1, 2.
Ньютон метра.
Сейчас.
Set up the, input the setting of 1.5 Newton meter. Okay, copy, taking the SKM, setting the 1.5 settings.
Сейчас. Уберу.
I'm going to remove it.
Убрал я свой кинжал.
I removed that particular knife.
Так. Ой. Так, давай мне. Давай. Коловорот.
So give me that brace for the drill. Is it secured? Yes, I have it secured.
Хорошо.
Verify that it's 1.5.
Полтора, да.
Олег.
Oleg.
Олег, значит, устанавливаем ключ.
Set the wrench.
Да, и в сторону он не блокирует.
It's not going to block anything there.
Один оборот.
And you need to release it 1.5 turns to release. Okay, copy.
Фиксация.
So for release.
Да.
Yes, I heard you. I set that wrench.
Получилось?
Did it work? Well, you're going to hold it. Yes, it worked. How many turns? 1 turn? It's, in this case, are you creating the torque, or is that wrench rotating? Well, I made 1 turn, and then it started spinning. Oleg, overall, there should be 10 turns. Do I need to turn or not yet?
Денис, вы меня слышите?
Denise, Oleg, do you hear me?
Было прерывание.
Yes, I'm able to hear you. Oleg, you need to make 10 turns in the direction of releasing it. Okay, well, I thought you said 1. Okay, got it. First, you need to do 1 and then 10 more. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, you can pull the wrench out and then place it in the capo kit. Okay, you can grab it. This particular brace for the drill. So do you think we can work with all the openings like that? You can tuck it into the capo. Denis, do not place it into the capo yet. You can keep it nearby. Well, you don't need to put it into the pouch. Yes, I put it in. That's great. You can take your positions, one on the ST, on the Starlight. Well, we never left the spot anyway. We have 1 minute until the end of the eclipse. Should we prepare the SKM wrench? Hold on yet. Okay, copy. We'll wait. The sun is rising. When you were rotating that particular wrench, so when I was rotating, I got 10 turns and there were no issues. Did you have to apply a major force? No. 1.5 newtons per meter. So what are we doing? Are we going to release it and make sure you have it available? You see, it's holding on to the base point here. Okay. Sergey, is your helmet camera sending the video?
This is Mission Control Houston. Oleg Artemyev using a power tool to apply a bit more force in releasing a launch lock for end effector number 2, one of the 2 hands for the 37-foot-long European robotic arm that is mounted on the side of the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module.
So it feels warm. So this must be CSS coming on. So I think CSS came on.
Денис, Олег, как меня слышно?
How did you read me? Go ahead. Yes, I read you loud and clear.
Еще пока нет.
No, it's not CSS. Well, you see, there is background noise that sounds like CSS. Yes, it's in the way. Everybody's bothered by this background noise. Sergey, are you receiving video from our cameras, or do we need to restart them? We are seeing the camera view. The helmet camera view? Yes, I can see you through your cameras, and overall I see you through window 9 camera, through the ISS cameras. Oh, I see. I think there is a button depressed somewhere. I think somebody left the button pushed on. After I made 10 turns, I think that button got depressed. Inaudible.
Олег, Денис.
In 6 minutes, we'll have there will be an LOS. Okay, copy all. Just letting you know that we will probably, you'll probably just, should we inspect the antenna for now? No, right now we're waiting for Sergey to complete his step. Okay, copy. Here we go. Somebody did release the button. Again, we hear the noise. Inaudible.
Денис, сейчас, возможно, попадем в зону плохой связи.
We're going to have a LOS time interval, so you might not be able to hear us. Okay, copy all. Copy. So we will only perform steps on your go. Inaudible. I think about 3 hours. Oh, now it sounds really good.
Олег, Денис, стоим.
Oleg, Denis, please stand by and no steps unless you receive our go. Okay, copy.
Устойчивая связь предварительно появится через 11 минут.
Expect steady and quality comm in about 11 minutes. What time did we egress?
Время ВКД 2 часа.
The left time is 2 hours 52 minutes. Oh, almost 3 hours.
Устойчивая связь появится в 18 часов.
Expect steady comm at 18 hours 53 minutes. Closing the MOI in the area of the electronics unit. Well, we didn't really move too far from there.
Денис, если ты меня слышишь, отводи точку СТТ.
If you can hear me, then you can move the STT point. And you can set the wrench into the point 1 and move. I moved the STT point. It's secured and moved away. Denis, go ahead and move away to handle 4200. Moving to 4200. Oleg, open the lock and report upon opening the lock. Copy will do. So if you're not able to hear my confirmation, then please repeat your call after comm returns. So I got to the point where I'm going to install the wrench.
Удалось открыть замок?
Серег, ну ты куда торопишься?
Sergey, why are you rushing? Well, we're going to have comm and video problems. Well, okay, I'll report it. Okay, copy, Oleg.
Пока только ключ достал. Устанавливаю его.
Okay, I am currently installing the wrench. Within 6 minutes, within the next 6 minutes, the comm is not going to be stable.
Так, надо просто его провернуть.
We just need to rotate it, right? It's going to be, yes, there's going to be a lock or a latch. Yes, I see it. I need to move sideways.
Так.
Okay. I think so. I think it needs to be opened. The muff is open. How copy?
Еще раз повтори, пожалуйста.
So the walking mechanism is open. Copy, Oleg. Put the wrench away. Putting it away.
Переходи на поручень.
You can move to the handrail 4533.
Хорошо.
Okay, sounds good.
Денис, как у тебя? Ты перебрался на поручень 42?
Denis, did you move to the handrail 4200? Okay, I'm on handrail 4200. Copy. When you are on the handrail 533, give me confirmation.
Хорошо.
Copy, will do.
Ушел на поручень 4533.
I moved to the handrail 4533. It's at a safe distance. Denis, you're also at a safe distance? Yes, I am at a safe distance. I'm watching. Is the Heka camera on? Maybe we can restart it. Are those cameras on? Yes, the camera is on. Okay, is that all? Is that good? Oleg, you are positioned very well. Good view. You can look at the direction of the end effector. Watching it. Okay. Okay, Ira. Okay, go ahead, Ira, and work your part. Show the miracle.
So what is below us, actually, right now?
Олег, скажи, пожалуйста, вот та фиксация,
Oleg,
которая была,
so the
замок зафиксирован, сложно было ее преодолеть ключом?
The lock that was secured with the wire, was it possible to open it with the wrench? There is a big shoulder there. I didn't even feel it. All right, sounds good.
Сан-Франциско был, Олег. Да? Ага. А я не видел, он у меня... А вот сейчас, вот видишь, впереди такой этот полуостров Калифорния.
I think there's California below us. It's this California Peninsula. Can you see? I'm with my back towards Earth. So my suitcase or my bag, for some reason, opened up here.
That's... Так, ну что? Что-то пока, там пока команда по проводам пройдет.
This is Mission Control Houston. We've just passed the 3-hour mark in today's spacewalk by Oleg Artemyev and Denis Matveev. We're standing by for further word on the backing off of one of the two end effectors from its grapple point on the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module. The International Space Station has flown across the west coast of the United States, just south of San Francisco.
Operator 1, how do you copy? This is Sergei.
Artemyev and Matveev have been using tools to release launch locks on a variety of areas on both ends of the 37-foot-long European robotic arm.
Okay, how do you copy me? This is Denis.
Оператор 3.
Operator 3, Operator 1.
Ребят, ваши усилия были оправданы. Сергей на связи.
Guys, so Sergey now is talking to us, so thank you so much for your effort. Sergey, we are flying over California. No, he has been there.
Олег, Денис, смотрите,
Oleg,
манипулятор начнет двигаться.
Dennis, the arrow will start
Будет таким рывком.
motion, and the first will be like a jump 1 degree,
Сделали фиксацию ТРМ.
and then it will move a little bit for you to release the TRM, or torque force sensor mechanism, rigidization mechanism. Okay, so stand by for it. All right, standing by.
Надо снимать на камеру.
Do we need to take a video
Олег, не надо
of
снимать.
that? No, Oleg.
Наблюдаем хорошо через ваши нашлемные камеры.
We can see it all very clearly through your helmet cameras,
Сейчас отход должен быть.
and we need to save the camera resource. So please watch the movement.
Фиксируйте вот так, пожалуйста, Олег.
Oleg, could you please secure in that position that you are now? So
Выдали задачу движения ERA, наблюдаем.
we sent the command for ERA movement, and we are watching it. It started to move. Yes, it started moving. About 1 centimeter. Yes, it started with a maximum speed. I think 2 centimeters already. Maybe we should, accelerate it. Sergey, could you please speak up? We could not hear you.
3 hours, 4 minutes into the spacewalk, the cosmonauts confirming the first motion of one of the 2 end effectors on the European robotic arm, the first time the arm has actually been in motion since its launch last July on Naoka.
This is Sergey performing step 8.3, minus 50.99, and maximum velocity is 1.5, and the angular is inaudible 44, and the mode is control hold. Sounds good. I'm performing objective number 8. So please be careful. It will start movement. I can see the movement. This is Oleg. You know, it's the acceleration is quite good. Yes, it is moving really fast. Okay, so now it is free from all retentions. Well, it's a beautiful sight, you know. Well, it's there is some noise, I think, there.
Начинай готовить ключ ERA.
I cannot hear it. So, Oleg, please prepare the tool ERA 3. ERA 3, copy that in work. The end of movement, the task number 8 is complete. Sergey will confirm. Copy, Sergey and Oleg. We're standing by for the...
Oleg Artemyev now confirming the first wrist motion.
So the wrist is your...
So one of the 2 limbs of the European robotic arm has effectively moved away from its launch position for the first time. Good movement reported of the wrist and the end effector by Oleg Artemyev.
Олег, подходи.
Oleg, could you please approach
Датчика ТРМ.
the TRM sensor, the torque force sensor, to perform the activity with it. Okay, copy in work.
The acronym of TRM or TRM that is being referred to at the moment is that the wrist on the one end effector of the robotic arm is being rotated to provide Artemyev access to an actuator for this TRM. That's the acronym for a torque force sensor rigidizing mechanism, part of the equipment on the arm that will enable it to grapple objects and securely move them around the Russian segment of the International Space Station.
Yes, that's correct. I can see the pin that is inside, and I'm inserting the tool. The tool is inserted. Okay, so could you please also monitor the changes? Right now, it is now retracted, and by the way, it is retracted much deeper than the previous one. All right, Oleg, sounds good. Could you please go back to your previous location? It is handrail 4533. Okay, 4533. Denis, I taking video. Okay, yes, and I'm coming back. So I took, some pictures and video. I think it will be sufficient. So Denis, go to handrail 4200, and Oleg, you will go to the handrail 4533. As soon as you are in the safe location, please.
This is Mission Control Houston to recap at the 3-hour, 4-minute mark into the spacewalk. Oleg Artemyev reported the first movement of the European robotic arm, having released launch locks holding the end effector and the wrist of the end effector in place since its launch on the Naoka Multipurpose Laboratory module back in July. The two cosmonauts have now released actuators on a torque force sensor rigidizing mechanism, part of the hand hardware for the robotic arm that will enable it to securely grip objects as it moves about in its future tasks on the Russian segment of the International Space Station. Next up will be the rotation of the wrist on this end effector, one of the two limbs of the robotic arm, to provide access to a series of systems locks for the elbow of the arm. The goal today is to have all of the various mechanisms on the robotic arm released from their launch configuration and to provide the capability for what is called a double walk-off from base points on the Naoka module to other grapple fixtures on the module, where it will reside for the time being until future activities are scheduled.
Should be prepared for opening. So I have activated my camera. This is Oleg, and I'm taking video. Denis, I can see your feet here in the frame. Please be careful. Be careful here. Okay, so you should rotate in the opposite direction, Denis. Denis, you can translate towards the elbow joint of the ERA arm. Copy. I'm translating to the ERA elbow joint. And I'm taking pictures and video of the solar reflectors. So how long should I take video of those? Just take a general view of the reflectors. Okay, copy that. So I have photographed them. Copy, Oleg. Now. I am switching off the camera, okay? And now translate to location of two locks, where between the Kaya 1 and Kaya 2 electronic units, there are two locks, MF1 and MF2, retention locks. Yes, copy that. And Denis, once you are at the elbow joint, give a confirmation to us. Sergey, stand by. Please let me deactivate the camera first. Okay, the camera is off. Now, what should I do next, Sergey? You have to translate between the two locks, between the two electronic boxes. Okay, it's not very far, so what handrail is it? Stand by one, it should be nearby. 4575, right? Yes, that's correct. Got it. In work, I am translating towards this handrail. I'm at the handrail 4575. This is Oleg. Oleg, copy. Now, please get ready the SKM tool, launch retention mechanism tool. Yes, it's in work. And Denis, you should be at the area of the end reflectors. Unintelligible. Well, this is going to be the hardest task, I'm afraid. Okay, I cannot see the arrow, the indicators there at all. Oleg, are your lights on? Yes, they are. But it's still light now. We're in installation. Okay. I can see the lock. This is Denis. Okay, can you see the handrail 4310? Yes, I am at this handrail and have secured myself to this handrail 4310. Okay, so I have found the arrow. The arrow. It was just blocked by MLI. Okay, Oleg, could you please install the wrench there, but do not rotate it yet? Okay, install the wrench is the hardest task, as far as I remember from our training. It's not easy to install it correctly. So the wrench is installed. Copy, Oleg. Okay, so Denis should open his lock first, and you wait for that. Right, what about the arrows? Everything is correct?
The two cosmonauts now working in tandem to release a series of launch locks for the elbow of the European robotic arm. Its first motion from one of the two end effectors on one of the two limbs of the arm successfully moved away from its grapple point a short time ago, showing the first motion of this apparatus that launched on the Naoka Multipurpose Laboratory Module back in July.
You don't have to be in a rush, Denis. What are you doing there? I'm trying to install it, but if I hold it closer to the base, it's not convenient. Denis, what tool are you working with? It's SKM tool or SKM wrench. Yes, it is installed. Launch retention mechanism tool is installed. Now please release the lock to the hot top and monitor how the hooks are moving. They should open. And this is Oleg. I shouldn't do anything yet? No. Okay, so the marks are aligned and it took one rotation. Okay, so they install now the tool, Denis, and translate to the handrail 4308. And so the lock is open. This is Denis. There is some play there. Okay, Denis. So don't secure it to the handrail of the elbow joint, but put back the wrench and go to the handrail 4308. And Oleg, we give you a go to open your lock. So the marks are aligned. So I am removing the wrench. Oleg, copy. It is removed. Come again, Sergey. I didn't copy your last. Now you can install your wrench to the neighboring lock. Copy. I cannot see the arrow there. So they are like opposite each other, correct? Okay, I will try to find the arrow indicator. Yes, Oleg, that's exactly what you should do. Yes, I can see the arrow indicator, and I pulled back the MLI flap. Well, it's the location with the difficult access. Yes. But it installed it right away. At least I was successful at that. Yes, it is installed and I'm ready to rotate it. Yes, Oleg, open or release the lock. We give you a go. It's there on the fishing line. It is secured with the fishing line. Okay, so the indicators are aligned and I am removing the wrench. Oleg, yes, put it back and go back to your safe handrail. It works. So come again, Sergey. What did you say? Put back the tool and go to your safety handrail on GA MLM. And this is Denis. I'm at the handrail 4308 and 4309. Copy, Denis. You are in the safe zone. Before, as soon as Oleg is at the safe distance, the ERA arm will start moving. All right, so Oleg, where would you like to dispatch me? To the same handrail where you used to be, Oleg. Okay, I understand. I'd rather move a little bit farther away to be safe. Well, I wonder who left it like this, flapping around. Oleg, once you're ready, give us a confirmation. Stand by one. Yes, I'm ready. I'm at a safe distance now. Copy, Oleg. So monitor the maneuver of the arm to the position of handrail installation. Okay, I'm performing task number 10. This is Sergey. While the arm is moving, I will tell you about your next steps. After the arm completes the movement, then you will translate to the electronic boxes location, and Denis and Oleg, both of you, and close the MLI flap of SKM era arm, and then you will install 2 handrails, number 3 and number 5. Copy that. Did you copy, Oleg? Yes. So we should translate towards the elbow joint, correct? No, to the area of the electronic units. Okay. Okay, so you will have to move to the elbow. No, I will move, translate towards you, Oleg. All right, sounds good. I will wait for you, Denis. Of course, I'm coming. So I'm performing inaudible task. This is Sergey. I confirm the era movement. Start. Yes, I also can confirm this is Oleg. Era arm is moving. Copy, Oleg. And the elbow is moving out. Elbow joint is moving out. Yes, it's era master and commander. It gave an order to move. Yes, here it started. Oleg, Denis, can you hear Maxim when he's talking to me? No, we cannot hear Maxim. What Maxim are you talking about? The one that is an instructor on the arm. No, but we feel him. We cannot hear him, but we're feeling his presence.
3 hours, 25 minutes into the spacewalk. Oleg Artemyev on the right, joined by cosmonaut Denis Matveev.
Beautiful sight. You know, it's hard to believe that we will see it. You know, you will be able to touch it even. You know, it's actually thanks to you. Well, no, it's a teamwork. So the current value is minus 21. This is Sergey. It started to rotate. This is Oleg speaking.
This is a view from a camera mounted in a window in the Zvezda service module. The launch locks for the elbow of the European robotic arm have now been released. The shoulder joint of the arm is being rotated to provide access for Artemyev and Matveev to install 3 additional handrails on the arm. The first 3 handrails out of a total of 6 were installed during the first spacewalk 10 days ago by these 2 cosmonauts, the first in a series of what could be 6 or more spacewalks to outfit and activate this new European robotic arm.
But don't just put your hands there, your arms between the shoulders of the arm. Okay. Oleg, you also can move towards...
And a good view of the end effector on one of the 2 limbs of the arm as it is being rotated. Reported very smooth motion by the 2 cosmonauts.
Well, I'm doing what you tell me.
Matveev at the bottom of your screen wearing the suit with the blue stripes. To his left is Oleg Artemyev.
You know, because we're in the way, actually.
When fully unfurled, the arm stretches to about 37 feet in length and will move payloads and people around the Russian segment of the International Space Station. Its value is considerable in augmenting the operation of the Canadarm2 robotic arm that has been in service for more than 2 decades, and a Japanese robotic arm that is affixed on the outside of the Kibo module on the U.S. segment of the complex. Those 2 arms cannot reach far enough to accommodate activities on the Russian segment, hence the need and usefulness of the new European robotic arm.
Stop.
Stop, Oleg, stop.
Stop?
Okay.
Не делай ничего.
Don't do anything as yet. All right.
Я просто команду получил раньше, а потом...
You know, I received the command also a bit earlier, but so far, please wait a little bit. You know, so I will have to close 2 MLI flaps, right? 2 flaps. Yes, that's correct. After you get a go to do that. All right.
После этого мы будем устанавливать поручни.
So after that, you will install the handrails. Copy that. Sounds good.
Well, how are we going to remove those locks, and what are we supposed to be holding on to? There's a lot of stuff here. Are you talking about the seat plates? Well, it would be good to have some sort of a handrail there. Are you able to easily reach those spots? Well, I can try.
Denis может...
Denis, you can give us a go, and Denis can provide some backup. Well, MLI is closed. Well, there were no instructions to go ahead yet. Okay, copy. I'm just looking around. Okay, well, you can estimate, use your visual cues to estimate. Well, yes, just give us a go. We can do it. Anything for you?
3.5 hours into the spacewalk. Just to recap, one of the 2 limbs of the European robotic arm has begun its first motion. That was marked about 27 minutes ago when it backed away from its grapple point on the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module. Inside Naoka itself, at a control panel, Sergei Korsakov sending commands to rotate the European robotic arm's wrist and shoulder, and all functions so far have demonstrated good motion. The 2 cosmonauts are beginning work to install the 4th, 5th, and 6th handrails on the arm, completing the work that began with handrail installation back on April 18th during the previous spacewalk.
Denis, please don't go under ear. Okay.
Как там включилось, перезагрузилось?
Did it get activated? Did it get restarted?
Нет, Олег, в процессе.
Not yet. It's ongoing. Inaudible. Oleg, Denis, can you take photographs of the lower solar reflectors? We can.
Денис, ты тогда в зоне локтя сфотографируй, а Олег в зоне концевых осей.
So you can take a photograph in the area of the reflectors. We will have to go back there when we're working there. Well, Denis, all you have to do is to turn around. No, it's too far. Photographs are not going to come out too well. Okay, Denis, don't take photographs. You can do it later. Oh, Denis, there will be eclipse in about 5 minutes. That's great.
Олег, а ты фотографируешь или нет?
Are you taking photographs or not? How am I supposed to take photographs if it's covered by the MOI? We can take photographs of those units, or yes, they are giving you a go to close those MOI. Okay, yeah, because otherwise I'm going to use up too much film. Inaudible. Denis, I will tuck it in, and you can push it through. Hold on a minute.
A good view from Oleg Artemyev's helmet camera as he secures thermal insulation around the elbow joint of the European robotic arm. Now that its motion has been verified, the commanding of the joints of the arm and the elbow being conducted inside the Naoka Multipurpose Laboratory Module by cosmonaut Sergei Korsakov.
To reattach my tether to different handrail. Copy. There is no handrail here, as a matter of fact. Or you can hold on here temporarily. Maybe I can give it a push. Okay, I will try to secure over here. The short tether is not letting me go any farther. How do you read us? I read you fine. So we can set one here. Can you reach here? That's all. You can probably tuck it in farther. Okay, here we go. It's still flapping around. How about this way? The covers are closed, we can say.
We are 3 hours, 37 minutes into the spacewalk by Artemyev and Matveev while they are working in the unlimbering of the European robotic arm outside in the vicinity of the Naoka Multipurpose Laboratory Module. It's a fairly quiet day for the USOS crew members. on board the station. Station Commander Tom Marshburn of NASA, his Crew 3 compatriots, Kayla Barron, Matthias Maurer of the European Space Agency, and Roger Chari of NASA, are having a quiet day. It's essentially an off-duty day for them. And the newly arrived Crew 4 crew members, Kjell Lindgren, Bob Hines, Jessica Watkins, and European Space Agency astronaut Samantha Cristoforetti. They're in the middle of a sleep period, a long sleep period today, in the wake of an extremely long day that began in the wee hours at the Kennedy Space Center on Wednesday with their launch on the Crew Dragon Freedom, and a 17-hour transit for a docking early Wednesday evening to the Harmony module's Zenith port on the U.S. segment of the International Space Station. Planning is underway for the departure of the Crew 3 astronauts, Marshburn, Chari, Barron, and Maurer, next week. Those discussions are still ongoing to pick the correct date for their undocking and splashdown off the coast of Florida, based on ballistics, orbital mechanics, and weather.
And Sergey is still there? Yes. I moved over to your side. Now we need to reach it. Now we're going to install handrail number 3. Because it's more convenient. Okay. I'm going to extract it from the bundle. Okay, go ahead. Yes, we opened our suitcase. Looking for... Do you mind if we install number 3 first, because it's more convenient? Inaudible. We need to reattach here into the small red. So I'm going to reattach it to my red. Reattached. I released it from the bag. No, not yet. Have not released it yet. Now I have released it. So try to get to the spot. Here it is. There was a trick here. We can try the same. The handrail number 3 is installed, and the reference marks are aligned from the very beginning. That was the trick. Did everything work at once? Yes. the moving part we had to so it's not going to be askew. No, the next handrail is number 5. Oleg, try to wiggle the handrail left and right. Wiggle it and see if it's... So yeah, we already did the wiggle test. Everything just like you ordered, Sergey. Copy. Thank you very much. So we're going to extract handrail number 5. We're going to reattach it to the tether of this to the tether on the spacesuit. We're getting ready to install the next handrail. Copy. Copy. We have determined which part. Denis. Could you hold it here? No, something is not working here. Yes.
3 hours, 45 minutes into the spacewalk by Artemyev and Matveev. They're currently working to install a trio of handrails, the 4th, 5th, and 6th handrails on the new European robotic arm that made its first motion away from its moorings on the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module about 42 minutes ago. The plan for the remainder of the spacewalk is to continue releasing a number of launch locks holding the second of the 2 end effectors for the arm in place, watching it back away from its launch position on the multipurpose laboratory module, and then ultimately watch the arm conduct what is called a double walk-off, where it will re-grapple itself to a pair of base points, as they are called, or grapple points, if you will, on Naoka, demonstrating its ability to conduct maneuverability and a walk-off capability.
In the area of the elbow. Okay, well, then you just point the way. You've already gone there, right? How is it there near the elbow? Did you like that area? Well, you know, it's worth looking around. Inaudible. Oh, okay. I see. I think we will need to leave it here. Well, things happen. Okay. Here you go. Well, we're not going to stay here. Here you go, RSC Energia. They kept a couple of labels here. Sounds good? Inaudible. Inaudible. I was just wondering what's missing here. Okay, where are we at now? Be careful, your head is in the area of the elbow joint. Okay, do you think I should translate about... Oh, we already got to the handrail. Handrail number 2, am I right? Okay. Can we touch this area? Oh, I see what I'm going to hold on to. I'm going to hold on to the MOI. So where is my suitcase? So, well, first we need to close the MOI. Yes. Close the MOI first. And then install the handrail. Did you find it? Be careful. There are some return reflectors pale in color. Will you close it on that side? I am trying. So how is it now? Should I tuck it under? I'm going to hold on to it. I'm holding it. Holding it. You're going to tighten it. You can grab my short circular and reattach it. It was designed for people who have prehensile toes as well as prehensile fingers. Okay, copy, got it. Okay, could you hold it? So closed? Yes. And so the MOI is closed in the area of the elbow joint. Denise, are there cracks on the solar reflectors? It is possible. I'm looking. Denise, do you think Oleg will be able to install the handrail alone, or do you think he needs help? Don't know. We haven't been in this area yet. That is why. Well, we'll go ahead and install the handrail. I am reattaching it. How are you feeling? We're feeling very well, very well. We are still in a normal mood. And we're always glad to be hearing your voice. I'm glad you remember we're here. I'm very glad talking to you, too. You see, in the dark of the outer space. Denis, my apologies. I didn't want to hit you. I think I kicked you with my foot. So on the other hand, I bet I woke you up. So which part attaches to... Okay, I found it. I think I can give it a push. You can give me a slight push over here. Nope, not reaching yet. Here we go. Here we go. It clicked. I understand. It just needs to be slowly. It's just sharp, like a sharpshooter. You need to align it, and then it clicks. So all those components got sunk in, and I did a pull test. The embryo is installed and is fine. Now go ahead to 4210 in the embryo. 4201 in the SBT area where Denis was watching the first ear motion. Okay. So basically, you want me to go back? Yes. Not quite back to where you were, but we're back to where Denis was. And where was he attached to near the SBT, to the handle next to the circle handle? And can you take photographs of the solar reflectors? Okay, we'll do. I am on Hendra 4315, and I need to go down toward SBT. That is correct, Oleg. So when you are going to get to the Hendra, can you take photographs of these solar reflectors in that area? You see, it's not looking very promising in the eclipse. Okay, then stand down. Do not execute that. 4201 is the embryo you need to find. You see, I can take photographs, no problem, but the quality is probably not going to be satisfactory. I think we can do it. Yes, I understand, Oleg. It's also at a distance right now. 4201 is your embryo.
I see handrail 4200. I guess I'm the right way. Yes, you are on the right path. and your handrail should be a bit lower. And when you're done, you will translate to handrail for 307. Copy. And I am done taking photographs. There is a handrail with no name. Sergey, repeat your last. Did you say 4201? Yes, that is correct. 4201. Yes, I see it now. And Denis, it's 4307 for you. Yes, copy that. And I see that there is a handrail here. It doesn't have any number. I guess let's call it Artemyev handrail. No need to do that. That would be too much. That would be taken a bit too far. Denis, are you at 4307? That is strange that there's a handrail on one side and not on the other side. This is Denis. Yes, I'm at the designated handrail. Copy. Oleg, what about you? I'm not at the needed handrail yet, but I'm reattaching my hook now. One of the hooks is at 4201, and then the other one is at 4200.
This is Mission Control Houston. We have now hit the 4-hour mark in today's spacewalk by Oleg Artemyev and Denis Matveev, as they are continuing to work through all of the procedures associated with the first motion of the new European robotic arm that is on the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module of the Russian segment of the International Space Station. One of two end effectors, that being end effector number 2 on the dual-hand 37-foot-long European robotic arm. That end effector had its launch locks released, and good motion was observed as it made its first motion away from its launch configuration position on the multipurpose laboratory module. We also saw a good test of its wrist motion and elbow motion at the elbow joint. The two cosmonauts are completing the installation of 3 additional handrails on the arm for a total of 6 that will be used by future spacewalkers to maneuver around the arm as they conduct future work outside of the Russian segment of the station. Coming up a short time from now, this end effector number 2 will walk off its base point and grapple or walk off a grapple point, its initial grapple point on the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module, and grapple itself to a base point, which is actually a point of future operations. There are 3 such base points on the Naoka module that the arm can walk off and reposition itself onto for the movement of payloads and people around the Russian segment of the station. So we'll be standing by for that next milestone in the initial work here to activate and operate the arm. It's commanding being conducted from inside the Naoka module itself by cosmonaut Sergei Korsakov, who is at a control panel sending commands to the arm at various points of today's spacewalk, the 250th spacewalk in support of space station assembly maintenance and upgrades, the 5th in Oleg Artemyev's career and the 2nd for Denis Matveev.
Oleg, Denis, are you going to have a comm check with Sergey now? Okay, we're ready. EV2 calling IV3. How do you read us? EV crew calling ERA. Operator, how do you read us? How do you read us? It's too early to go to bed. I guess he can't really hear you right now because he's doing the ARM data load. We can try him later. Oleg, please turn on ERCA. Okay? It is on. Should I reboot the camera? Yes, please reboot ERCA. Camera is off. Camera is on. This is an awesome camera, and the button works well. 9 minutes to sunrise. Copy. Denis, are you still here? I guess so. Oleg, Denis, are you ready for our motion? Yes, we are, and also confirm that we are in the safe configuration. It is still dark out here, though. Since it's dark, I guess we won't be able to see it. IV crew, EV crew calling. How do you read us? Go ahead and space to ground 2. We were told to call you, Sergey. Sergey, Denis, Oleg, stand by for our motion and make sure that you're talking to each other and make sure that you can hear each other. Copy? Copy? Sergey, make sure that you are in constant contact with the EVA crew. Copy. Ready to start task 5. Denis, please check Erica camera as well. I think it is off. No, it is on. Then please reboot it. Okay. Camera is off. LED is not illuminated. It's not illuminated yet. What about the regular camera? Is it still on? Is it running? Denis, just a reminder. When arm is in motion, you can say stop here, stop here, stop here if you think it's not safe. And also, you can always send the command to the arm to make sure that the arm motion is safe. But it's so dark out here. The sunrise is coming up in 1 minute. Sergey, how's it going? Is the camera working? No, the camera is not running, and also we're having a Q-band LOS now. Task 5. Initiate era motion. Initiate era motion. The arm is in motion. Arm is in motion. I guess so, or maybe not. Is it working? Inaudible? Stop motion. Engine era motion. Task 5 is completed. Copy. I'm starting task 6. Start your motion.
This is Mission Control Houston, 4 hours, 16 minutes into today's spacewalk.
Motion.
As the International Space Station flies just to the northeast of Beijing in an orbital sunrise, we're standing by for the walk-off of the first of 2 end effectors. This is end effector number 2 from its base point, grappling onto another base point on the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module. The walk-off from the grapple point to the base point is a milestone for the robotic arm, moving from its launch position to an operational position on the multipurpose laboratory module for the future transport of people and payloads around the Russian segment of the complex. We should be regaining our downlink television capability through the tracking and data relay satellite system momentarily, hopefully in time to see that motion. Again, end effector number 2 walking off a launch base point that it was moored to during its ascent from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan on a Proton M rocket attached to the Naoka module, moving away from that launch base point to a different base point, the first of 2 walk-offs that will put it into an operational position on the Naoka module.
I see that the arm is in motion on the computer, and the camera is inaudible.
Oleg, где в тени было закрыто. Другого цвета такого.
Oleg, was it covered with MLIs, the same color? I guess it got burned. Inaudible.
По параметрам движения РФ нормы.
Your motion parameters are nominal.
Выполняется 9-е действие.
Action 39 is in work.
Он ко мне следует. И приглянулся.
Is it moving towards me? Well, I guess it likes you. And make sure that there is at least 15 centimeter clearance. Maybe it sees you as a solar area or something.
Наставление машин. Наставление машин.
Uprising of the machines. Indeed, uprising of the machines.
And there is a good view of the new European robotic arm unfurled for the first time as it begins to make its move to a different grapple point, a different base point. There are 3 such base points with grapple fixture capability for the arm to walk about the Russian segment of the International Space Station.
The action is completed.
Next to the arm is Oleg Artemyev, wearing the suit bearing the red stripes, extravehicular crew member number 1 in the midst of the 5th spacewalk in his career. You're looking at the Naoka Multipurpose Laboratory Module. At the top of your screen is the Prishal node module that linked up to Naoka back in November and to which the Soyuz MS-21 spacecraft is docked out of the field of view. The Soyuz is the vehicle that carried Artemyev, Denis, Matveev, and Sergei Korsakov to the station, which linked up to the international outpost back on March 18th.
Inaudible. Please continue monitoring it. Once the arm stops motion, you will have to transfer to the parallel handrail. And you will have to move in the other direction. So you will have to move towards that handrail. Yes, I can see it. 4340, that's its number. Yes. Okay, got that. Inaudible.
The reports from the Russian Mission Control Center indicate good motion so far by the European robotic arm at the 4-hour, 24-minute mark in the spacewalk. A good view of one of the two end effectors on the dual-handed robotic arm that measures 37 feet in length. It will grapple onto one of 3 base points on Naoka. The other end, that is affixed to a launch grapple fixture in its original grapple position, that's on the left side of the arm. It will have its launch locks removed, and it will then be permitted to also make motion for the first time and move to a different base point, operational grapple point, if you will, on Naoka a short time from now. And there's a good view looking up at the Naoka module and the Soyuz MS-21 spacecraft that is docked to Naoka. That is the ride home for Artemyev, Matveev, and Korsakov at the end of their 6-month mission on the station come September.
crew is inaudible. Okay, try to move it away from your shoulder. Oleg, how is it going? Is it going well? All is well. I think we're about 1.5 meters away from the solar array. Okay. And Oleg has it? I will proceed with the next task. Task 13. Copy. And the task is completed. Ending era motion.
Денис, какой у тебя был вопрос по
Denis, what question did you have about the arm dimensions? Yes, what's the length of the end effector?
Если сам end effector, то 730.
If you mean the actual end effector, it is 730. Starting from joint 1. Okay, copy.
Понятно, спасибо.
Copy, thanks.
Если, Денис, от конца...
And, Denis, if you measure from the end effector to the area where Oleg was installing the SKM tool, then it is inaudible meters. Okay, great.
Застряла, да? Прицеливается.
Did you get stuck or something? Well, I guess it's aiming. We're about to turn on the cameras.
Да, получаю картинку с камеры.
I'm receiving the image from the camera. Copy.
Олег, Денис, сейчас будет
Oleg, Denis, there will be laser operations right now. Should we just turn away from it? Yes, the recommendation for you, don't look towards laser. All right. Sounds good. So all tasks are complete, including task 8. Sergey is talking, IVA operator. The command is sent. What about the laser? This is Denis talking. Is it working? Unintelligible. Task number 8 is complete. This is IVA. Ready to complete number 9. Task number 9. Laser activation message. This is IVA operator. Sergey talking. Task number 9 is complete. Unintelligible. So I'm ready to perform next task. I'm ready to start number 10 task.
This is Mission Control Houston, 4 hours, 32 minutes into the spacewalk today. The steps that you're hearing called off by the interpreter for flight controllers at the Russian Mission Control Center pertain to the work being done inside the Naoka module by Sergei Korsakov, who is acting as the intravehicular crew member today, sending commands through a control panel to the new European robotic arm that you see unfurled for the first time in its initial checkout and testing of its motion and agility.
X 0.12, 0.006 is the next coordinate, and the task 10, 0.2125, unintelligible. And roll 0.012. Task 11 is in work. This is IDA operator. Laser is operating. Copy. Oleg, the arm will start motion. Could you please assess the distance? About 40 centimeters. This is Denis. Okay, so there is the danger message. Less than 5 centimeters. .056.
Once the unfurled arm has grappled on to base point number 1, as it is called, then end effector number 1 will be released from its launch base point and will move to grapple to a second base point in the first double walk-off of the European robotic arm. End effector number 2 will ungrapple base point number 1 and grapple onto base point number 3. That will be essentially the second of the 2 walk-offs that the arm will execute during today's spacewalk. So the end effector number 2 that you're seeing in this view was released from its launch grapple point. It's moving to a grapple on what is called base point number 1, an operational grapple point. End effector number 1 will be released from its launch base point and will grapple onto a second base point. And then end effector number 2 that you see moving in for its initial grapple will ungrapple once again and grapple onto base point number 3 to make sure that all of the trio of operational base points on the Naoka multi-purpose laboratory module have full functionality.
Okay, there is a handle. You know, when I close it like that, it is tighter there, and this handle prevents it from opening. Well, you know, it is not supposed to be like that, Oleg. All right, of course. Then it will open all the time. I'm talking on space to ground 2. This is IDA operator. Sergey, are you receiving the image from the camera? Yes, Oleg, we can see everything just nicely. I can see the point, and I can see the arm, and I can see the distance. Well, I can move the camera if you want. Oleg, come again. I can move the camera in any direction that you would like to. No, Oleg. We can see it very clearly. We're just standing by for the ID operator step. Is this her arm is operating, this sound? Oh, no, it stopped. Unintelligible. Oleg, Denis, how are you feeling? Excellent. Great. So, what about how you are you comfortable, as to the temperature? Well, I'm a little bit cold.
Так, Серег, ты как, на связи?
IV operator, EV1.
Будущее заглянем.
Oh, Sergey, instructor. So let us look into the future. So we will monitor this motion, and then I will start removing the MLI, correct? Okay, so let me tell you, Oleg, what you're going to do next. All right, so you will translate to the handrail 4573. It's the one where you came from when you started going up to the GA, the pressurized adapter. And so I will work there with a wrench, correct? Yes. SKM launch retention mechanism lock tool that you will release the lock with. And also there will be the situation when I have to use the brace drill, correct? Well, first of all, you will arrive there. So the end effector will disconnect from the BTL point, and then Denis will work with BTM, and you will release the mechanical lock. Okay. And then there will be the first walk-off of the ERA arm, from MLM. All right, sounds good. And in the meantime, you take a break, Oleg, and relax. Well, the best rest is work, actually, just the change of activity. Yes, right now you are to monitor the motion of the arm. And what about Gennady Glazov? Is here in MCC on console right now?
Скажи, ты замерз, не замерз?
Oleg, are you cold? Yes, I wanted to ask Gennady if I can deactivate the backup pump, but, I decided to deactivate it myself. Well, we will try to find Gennady for you, Oleg. Well, actually, you don't have to, because I've already deactivated my backup pump.
Олег, Денис,
Oleg, Denis,
возможно,
7 minutes,
будет неустойчивая связь
we will have unstable
на протяжении
call
15 минут.
for 15 minutes.
Хорошо.
All right, thank you.
Ты хочешь, чтобы мы что-то сделали?
So you want us to do something in this
Нет,
interval?
пока мы должны ждать,
No, right now.
чтобы манипулятор состыковался с точкой.
We have to wait until the arm end effector is mated to the base point. Well, maybe we should help it, to pull it a little bit.
Oleg,
this is Gennady.
Да. Да, я...
Hello, Gennady. Just, I wanted to ask, if I could deactivate the backup pump because it was full. Well, you have an absolute right to save the life of the pump.
This is Mission Control Houston, 4 hours, 51 minutes into today's spacewalk. Oleg Artemyev in the Orlan suit with the red stripes is monitoring the slow and methodical motion of the new European robotic arm that moved off of its launch base point and is aligning itself for its first grapple to a base point, as it is called, one of 3 such operational base points that the arm will be permanently moored to and can move off of for any operational activity in what is called a walk-off.
A little bit small there.
Once this is complete, the other end effector number 1, will be released from its launch base point and will move to grapple base point number 2. And end effector number 2 that you see about to move in for a grapple will ungrapple itself from base point number 1 and grapple onto base point number 3 to complete the double walk-off. That is the major objective of today's second spacewalk in a series that will ultimately lead to the full activation and operation of the European robotic arm.
On and off at your will. All right. That's great. Well, you know, that's how it used to be, you know, so thorough before. All the technical design tasks were written very thoroughly. I can see the sun. It will warm us up. Great. Oh, you are still in the shadow, Denis. Yes, still in the shadow here.
Зайчик, хочешь? Не, спасибо.
I can direct my mirror reflection at you, Denis. No, don't do that.
Денис, как ты себя чувствуешь?
Denis, how are you feeling? Well, I'm a little bit cool, on the cool side.
We're in a brief handover in tracking and data relay satellite coverage. We'll be regaining our downlink from the station momentarily as we approach the 5-hour mark in the spacewalk. Everything continuing to go well with the slow and methodical motion of the new European robotic arm, testing its mobility as it is about to grapple a grapple fixture, a base point, if you will, to complete its first motion away from its launch configuration on the Naoka multipurpose laboratory module.
So we are in the path where the comm is not stable, is not reliable. It will be for about 10 minutes. You know, we're not doing anything unless you tell us what to do. You know, we need to wait until the end effector of the arm is connected to the base point. All right. You know, we can wait. We are good at that. Well, Denis, right now you are in the sunlight. Can you feel it? Not yet. You know, I can just see the light. Okay, you can actually turn off the sun visor. I mean, turn it towards the sun, and you will feel the warmth of it right away. Yes, right away.
Денис, повтори, пожалуйста, тебе холодно, да?
Denis, could you please tell me again, are you cold? No, you know, it's bearable, actually. I'm on the cool side, but it's bearable.